One shot, one kill. Hi, I'm Corey Prescott. You're watching Western Roots Outdoors, where we share family fun and adventures, and hopefully a little knowledge along the way. And it's about to get Western.
We are heading out to do our annual turkey hunt. Different spot this year, somewhere we've never been, but we got some intel that says there's some turkeys, so we're going a little later than we normally would because we were told to come to this area a little later than normal. And hopefully we shoot at least 5 turkeys. We are in our cabin. This is the cabin we rented for turkey hunting. I'm not going to tell you where we're at, but and we're unpacking, but we're gonna run the machines, get everything unpacked, get ready. We're gonna go out and do some scouting tonight, or this afternoon. First day problems. Came in on this trail and there's a big bunch of snow in front of us up here and a couple big trees down. I'm trying to turn the beast around. I'll show you what we got. I already backed up a little bit, but we got a big big snow bank and there's trees down up there. Nobody's been up this yet. We got our first gobble right over here. Sounds like he's right on the edge of private, which would not surprise me one bit, but it's still pretty early in the evening, but he might come to see what we're doing if we go do some calling and stuff.
It's not a hen.
He hears the hens. I don't hear them right now. Oh, there you go. He's coming. He's coming. You get closer. They're coming. That's not a tease. You might be an hen first, so be careful. Coming.
between those trees, man.
First turkey, dude.
One shot, one kill.
Called him in, dude.
That was amazing.
Public land turkey.
Dude, I was like looking at the hen and I saw him come around the corner. I was like,
Dude, I had to shoot
Perfect
him
shot.
between two.
Yeah.
The trees were like this
Perfect
thin.
shot.
Like
Well,
literally.
I saw him. You see these group of green trees? They were
Let's go check it out.
in this group of green trees. That's I'm like, they're right
I could tell you could see him like way before I could.
Whacked him. Hell yes.
Dude.
Idaho turkey, baby.
Wow.
That was cool. What do you think of that, Cannon?
It's a good sized tom.
It's crazy.
So
It was textbook. Textbook, baby.
that was textbook, honestly.
Oh man, that's a nice bird. Wow.
All right, Cannon.
What do I lift him up?
Yeah, pick him up. Check out his beard. See how long his beard is. We'll check out
you
the
got
spurs.
down
See
there.
this? Oh, look at the spurs on that dog. Woo, yeah. Here we get.
Oh, that spike.
Yeah, that's his spur. Only the toms have those.
I've never seen those before.
They fight with them.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cannon, what do you think of that, dude?
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Look at that. That's got a 10-inch beard, dude. That's a. Oh, look at the length of that beard,
Whoa,
dude.
that's a good one. That's a
Heavy
good
boy.
tom.
That is a big tom.
That's what happens when we try 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
It actually happens.
57. Yeah, hold on, stand right there for a second. I want to kind of double check it, but dude, 57 yards.
Wow.
That was a long shot. I did not think he was that far, but smoked him 57 yards, one shot. Here was the setup, guys. We had him gobbling up here. We came down across. We found this little opening. We put the decoy here right in the middle. You kind of saw how we had it set up, and then Cannon and I were hiding back in here. Braden was laying right on this hump, running the other camera. And then, yeah, we just started calling, and the hens actually led him down right to us. So it was literally like calling the hens in, wasn't it?
I've had this happen several times while turkey hunting, where the hens actually lead the tom to you, and you're able to get the tom because of the hens. Even though you hear the tom gobbling, and I was calling to him some, I primarily focused on the hens in this case. And what I like to do is try to copy the same sounds that the hens are making during the whole call-in. So you'll hear me a lot of times where it kind of sounds as close as I can get it to the same as the sound that the hens are making. And I've even had luck with this when the birds are still in the roost in the morning and you're set up 100 yards away or so, and you start hearing the hen call. I'll mimic the hen, and a lot of times they'll come down and come to you, or the tom will just come straight to you out of the tree. So I think it's a pretty good tactic. I'm not professional, but I know it's worked for us several times, so it might be something worth trying.
As soon as I could see the hen, I knew it was game time.
Yeah.
And then just a couple minutes later, the tom showed himself, and it was over.
Did you see both hens?
I just saw one.
I saw
I saw both of them.
It might have been a Jake because he made it like. Oh!
Good morning, gentlemen.
Jump in. Second morning, no, first morning actually. Heading out. Gonna go out over here, not too far, but see if we can call them in, see if they're roosting over there.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Alright, we're going in.
The decoy's out.
I figured he gobbled once earlier, and then we get up and get set up, and he's not gobbling at all. This is the ranch we're staying at. And we got 35 acres to try to hunt back in here, so we're gonna go up here and call and see. This is attempt number 2 for today. We got Shooter Bob and Shooter Steve. We'll see what happens. 7 years old, still climbing. Working our way up here to this flat. See if we can call a turkey from on the other side over there, maybe.
I think this ended up being a problem where we set up to call because of the steep hill dropping down and then going up the other side. They really didn't have a good access to us. They had to come clear around the top of the drainage and come underneath Steve, so we didn't know for sure they were coming instead of coming straight to us. In hindsight, we probably should have set up where we had a little better view and the turkeys had a little better access to us.
Yeah, we had 2 turkeys come in right here. Steve was sitting here. 2 of them come in right here by these trees, right just on the other side of Steve right there.
I think they were hens.
I think they were hens too.
They were pretty.
They started putting, took off, and then we had the 2 toms gobbling over here.
That's pretty close though.
Oh shoot! They were
pretty thick up here.
15 yards from you.
Yeah, it's hard on this hill.
Yeah.
It's just until they're right on you.
Yeah. Then they turned around, went back over. They went over that.
And start putting.
Yeah. Yeah. Once they start putting like that, it's tough.
Yeah.
But it's tough because they do a little cluck too. That's close to a putt.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a putt.
Yeah.
That was loud. The first 2. Yeah.
Off they went. But it wasn't fast.
No.
No, they cruised here, looked at me, and then one took off. One was still there, and then just kind of cruised right on down.
Yeah, I heard them putting down through there.
And I think went off.
And then the toms were still over there gobbling.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you'd think that tom would have been at least. Well, no, I heard him gobble. One of them gobble right down here in the bottom once. One time, I think he was.
When they're down low,
Yeah.
it's a different. Across the canyon.
Shoot, I thought we had them coming, man.
Yeah. That's pretty good though. That's quite a distance to call them from. I think they were way over there.
Yeah.
You got them all the way up.
Well, that's what happened. We called the first 2 times up here, and they gobbled, and then they dropped down by that creek on the other side over there.
Yeah.
And they couldn't hear us. And then when they got to the top of this ridge, I had called again, and they gobbled and were coming.
Pretty far distance.
Sometimes I think, should I just shut up and let them come? But then it seems like they lose interest. Then I call again, and then I seen them coming back down the ridge, and then the hens made some noise, and he turned around and went back. Mm-hmm. Well, shoot, that was close. It's fun.
That was fun.
It's fun. All right, well, we'll figure out something else to do now.
We are going to put the blind up.
Yep.
Put some decoys in there and the chairs behind the property that we're staying at. This is the cabin that we're staying at. It's a nice little 3-bedroom. This is his main house, which I have no clue how big it is, but it looks massive. This is some shops. There's the rest of his property, another house over there, garden, and a wood mill. Quick tour of the property. Yep, so the property is back there. You can kind of see it in the distance. He's created a little dam there to control erosion. This is all on this guy's property. It's 35 acres back.
It got warm up here. Unbelievably warm today. Probably almost 80 degrees, so we brought some shorts. We're hiking the stuff in. So
it is hot.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the decoy set up. No, we didn't. These are not decoys. These are blinds. We got the blind set up for tomorrow. And then we got another blind set up. We're expecting the turkeys to come from that direction when we call them in tomorrow morning. And we'll be shooting that direction. Well, I won't. They will. And hopefully we get another one.
Yeah, we may as well go see if we can find something. I don't know what else to do.
Do what?
We just had a street side shot with no calls after calling at 3 or 4 different places and no luck at all. Braden jumped out, shot this guy on the freaking go. Nice job, Braden. Nice job, dude. That was wild. Good shot, man.
I'm around the corner, I'm pointing at it. My dad's like, he said, Jake. Pulled up, I jumped out, walked up right here. He gobbled. I'm like, yep. Boom.
That was so fast. Now Corey and Steve are up because I guess there might have been a couple more.
Yeah, there's another Tom up there. I heard him gobble after I got here.
Nice. Braden,
Yep.
nice job.
Well, that happens sometimes. You know,
Just quick.
we're road calling to see if we can find some, and then Tom runs across the road, so he jumps out, and Braden jumps out, runs up here, and shoots it.
Yep.
Corey's having a conversation.
That's my turkey call. You swallow your call.
Oh, my God. Got that on video. Oh my God.
She gone.
Got that on tape.
That was a good moment.
She's still standing there.
She doesn't care, man.
She's down the hill now.
Yeah. She heard that commotion.
Yeah, done.
Ooh. Morning number 2. And it's the actually the 3rd day. Well, we hunted afternoon on Thursday, and then we hunted all day yesterday, and it's Saturday morning. We've got 2 tags filled, 3 to go. We got a blind set up, or you can see it's still dark. The 2 tag outs are in bed still.
I know, that's odd. They've earned the right to sleep in.
I guess.
Jealous? Yeah, 2 hours.
Jealous a little? Yes. It's early. It's
It's nicer out this morning though. Very
Yeah,
nice
we got up at 4:30 and
compared to yesterday.
we're getting ready here, and it's still, I mean, it's getting light out already. You see the light starting to come through. It gets early up here in the mountains of Idaho. Light early. All right, we're gonna head up. Well, here we are. We're set up in the blind. I got another blind. Over here, Stevie's in. I got decoys all over down here. Have not heard a gobble yet, but hopefully that changes here soon. We have been here for 2 hours.
Freezing our ass off.
Yeah, it got cold all of a sudden. And nothing, not a peep, not a sound. Still got the decoys down here, but I went up here on the hill. They're called. Nothing. So I guess we're gonna mosey back to the cabin and see what happens here in a little bit. We might come back up and see if we can call them back over here if they're up and around.
We
But
ran out of coffee. It's
Yeah.
time to head back.
Yeah, we ran out of coffee.
Yeah.
All right. Go back. Turkeys are over that ridge over there. I'm trying to draw them back in here where we got the decoys and the blind set up. Bob's sitting in the blind, but I don't know. They don't like to leave that private that's over there on that, over the top down in there. I got turkeys coming this way, but I just found this. That's cool. I think it's a bear head, maybe. I gotta go because I got turkeys coming. I'm gonna drop down to the blind. Back in the blind. Here we are. Here we are. We're kind of hoping. I went up on the ridge and called. We're kind of hoping they were following me. It sounded like they might have been. We're waiting to see. I might have to go back up and try to bring them again. It's hard to get them to leave that private property over there. This is how it is when you've rented a cabin and you're allowed to hunt the property, but the owner, he's like, don't really shoot them, right on the property. I mean, on the property, but not on the house. He has 35 acres. He said we can go back and hunt back here. Well, we've been hunting our butts off. The turkeys, obviously you just heard him gobble. They won't leave right here. He's hot. He knows the deal. He likes the girls, but he's like, I know what's going on here. He won't go back to our blind setup back. We're like 300-400 yards back in this canyon. I've got a blind setup, but he won't come. So we thought we had permission to hunt 35 acres. There's turkeys all over it, but this is where they stay.
Yeah,
The two we've killed this trip have been on public land, literally. So that's what we got to find, I guess. Keep trying.
All right, we're on our final day here. Final evening.
We're gonna call. Let's see what happens.
just saw a hen going this way. There's a hen right there. And I think there's a hen over here, so we just gotta move real slow.
Oh yeah, he's right there strutting.
Yeah, he's still too far for this. Hold really still. She's coming right here. She's right there. She's literally right. She's coming right here. Crap, I wish we'd have stayed where we're at. She's gonna spook.
She's going back the other way now that she came.
Come on this way. He's a big long beard. Oh yeah, that's a big turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just like over here reconning.
If she went on the other side of that berm or tree, it'd be great.
Yeah, especially if he goes behind this bush, I'll just move right up to the bush when he comes out. I'll kill him. She's going over the berm.
She definitely didn't like some over here.
He's gonna follow her. He's gonna follow her. He's still standing there. He's gonna follow her. There he comes.
Hold on.
When she goes over, I gotta move up. He's gonna be out of jab range. He's coming quick.
Is he?
Oh, right there. He's right there.
Oh man. That's a nice. Ready? Go. Wait till he gets on the other side of that berm.
Oh, that's up there.
Yeah. Hold on.
Dang it.
Once he disappears.
I think we lost him now. can't run like that. I'm getting too old. God dang it. People that think hunting turkeys is easy, these things are too freaking smart.
Yep.
10 yards, dude.
Well, every time you go do something fun,
what happens?
We gotta go home.
Yeah, comes an end. We all want to get home, see our wives and girlfriends, but we're. It's always sad to leave when you're having a good time. Loading a Defender. Here we go.
A good portion of this video was recorded with the DJI Action 5 Pro. It's a great camera with good stability, has a great picture, good sound. If you're interested in one of these cameras, if you go to the description of this video and click on the link, it will take you to the Amazon page where you can purchase it. If you do purchase through the Amazon link provided in this video, it helps support my channel and I really appreciate it.